What's up, guys? I'm Jacob Rode, and I'm here joined with
Devin Ortega.
Jaden Stevens.
and welcome back to another episode on the All My Friends Are Warriors podcast. So today, really excited talking about one of my favorite sports, definitely one of Devin's. Believe Jaden's one of your
Jaden hates this.
one of your favorite sports, and that is basketball. I've loved basketball since I started in first grade, where I started in first grade, never really took it seriously, but once I got older, I found myself started taking it seriously and actually enjoying it a lot. But to start off, does anyone want to talk about, or I could talk about why we like basketball so much?
I want to start off with how I kind of got into basketball.
Oh, go ahead.
It's like, man, it's pretty funny. Because Seabass, he worked at our school, and he was like yard duty. And every single day when I was in like first, second, third grade out on the blacktop, we would always mess around and, play basketball. So that's kind of how I started getting into it. And I didn't really start playing basketball like on a team for team sports for school until I was in fourth grade.
Yeah.
And that kind of just sparked my love for basketball. I've been playing it ever since. I've done like the Reading 3-on-3 basketball tournament. I've done AAU sports, a whole bunch of exposure through that. I've made like a whole bunch of connections, met a whole bunch of new people, and I'm glad I got to play basketball.
Same.
And I found this love for basketball.
Oh, for sure.
For me, there was no really specific reason on why I played basketball. I just thought it looked interesting.
Just another sport.
Just another sport to play. And it is one of my favorite sports. Probably either my second or third favorite sport. But yeah, I've been playing basketball ever since I was in fourth grade for my team. I've never played an AAU team. I'm not that interested in basketball to spend hundreds of dollars.
Solid secondary sport.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been playing. I made the team my freshman year. Had a pretty good time. So
Yeah.
really no specific reason on why I played basketball. But
He plays it for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we could start off. One thing I want to talk about is I remember playing Devin in fourth grade. So we could talk about that. Funny experiences. But if you want to start it, or I can.
Fourth or fifth grade, like my seventh grade season, or
It was your sixth grade season.
no,
I
I
think.
don't want to talk about that season, man. That season was
Wait, when were you number
had,
42?
42. That was my seventh. grade
Okay, well,
season.
I was in fifth grade. You're in seventh.
Yeah, that season was. I think that was like my breakout
Yeah.
season.
Mhm.
oh yeah,
At least for me, because at that point we had lost every good player or just decent players, and the team was basically on my shoulders now. I'm not like a little fourth grade support player anymore. I have to carry the team. So seventh grade year was like a breakout season. I was averaging 30 a game.
Dang. That's
Um,
insane.
And I played little Jacob, who was in fifth grade at the time.
Oh, that was great. That was amazing.
Didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
Never in a million years would I think I'd be sitting here doing a podcast with one of the kids I used to play in basketball.
Yeah, and I didn't make much of an impact in basketball that season, but it was okay. It was amazing. I remember there's a picture of me. You're driving down.
Oh
and,
no, I'm on a fast break
Yeah.
layup and it looks like you're this to my butt.
Yeah, and I put my hands up, and it looks like I'm right in Devin's ass. But it was hilarious. And
Alright, bro, you could have said that a whole different way, but
He was all up in there.
You could have said
He
that.
was digging at me.
You could have said that differently.
No, it had to be said the way it was said.
Anyway,
But
great times.
yeah, I think didn't know each other, but that's how we met. And then you came to the school, and this kind of was our legacy season. Not this season, but
Previous season.
a year ago, when I was in eighth grade. Jaden was in eighth grade. Jacob was a sixth grader. He had just came to our school, and he was way better at basketball at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So it made it way easier
Yeah.
for us to kind of have this legacy season where it wasn't just me and Jaden carrying a team, but we had solid pieces all around the board.
Yeah.
So we were just blowing teams out left and right.
yeah, we only
And-
lost one game that season, or
One game.
between boys.
And that game was a fluke.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that game, with my mistakes in the prior game to that, We lost by 2 points.
Oh yeah, you had to like sit out.
He
for
sat
the first
half.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
quarter.
First,
Oh, quarter.
first
Okay.
Yeah,
Same
we
thing.
we might have lost by more if I sat out the half.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we came back, ended up beating them in the championship game by
Like
30.
30.
Oh God, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was a
We
great
were like a
experience.
solid team.
Yeah.
At least for our league, we were.
Yeah, we were really good.
I think even in like a bigger league, we would have done some damage.
Yeah, we had a lot of weapons. Down low, up top. We were just a really well-rounded team. And
Yeah.
the funny part about that is we had one sub. We had
Yeah,
one
we had
sub.
6
Zane.
people. Zane
Yeah,
was our only
Zane
sub.
was our only sub, and
Yeah.
yeah, shout out our producer Zane,
And-
our sub last year.
Usually he would go in for me because if we were whooping a team by like 30 points and like Goliath is still out there, like that's kind of people are gonna take it like in a disrespectful way, and so
Yeah.
Seabass kind of wanted to give people some grace,
Mhm.
and so usually I'd never played one full game that whole
entire
entire season.
season.
Never played one full game. I would always either get like subbed out after half
Yeah, I
or
mean,
like third quarter.
I don't think
Good.
any other people other than you and Josh could go out because Zane couldn't play up top. He he played down low, and not saying that like Zane couldn't play up top, but he was just very, very, very different from him up top to down low. It would have been rough seeing Zane play up top last year, but
I remember in some games we would like Seabass would say, "Okay, no one else is allowed to score other than Zane." So we would just like
Oh yeah,
repeatedly rebound, pass the ball to Zane. Zane shoots, misses, rebound, pass it to Zane. Rebound, pass to Zane.
yeah,
Repeatedly, we would just spend like the whole half, like the second half of the game doing that.
until he would drain one.
yeah. But I remember, it was like a snap memory. It said like from this date, and it was us playing Rocky Point last year. It was third quarter. Zane was in, Jaden was out, and it looked like Jaden had been out for a minute. It was like Jaden wasn't sweating. He was like completely. It looked
Yeah.
like Jaden had been out for 2 quarters at least. And then we were up 33-5. And then this year when I dropped 31 against Rocky Point and beat him by 1 point, we were just such a good team last year.
It was just we had such a solid, good, well-rounded team.
Yeah.
That season was like definitely one for the books.
We were
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Lumberjacks our
Oh,
7th
yeah.
grade year. Remember
Yeah.
the Lumberjacks?
We were even betting. No, we would have smoked them though too.
Yeah, with Jacob. But I'm just saying like how like everyone was just well rounded.
Oh, yeah. They were a
yeah.
really well-rounded team back then.
but like even more well-rounded. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So it was what? It was 4 8th graders and like 1 6th grader.
4 8th graders, a sixth
Seventh
grader,
grader.
7th grader.
Yeah.
How did your season go? Or how is your season going this year, Jacob? You got a little
It's
cast on your arm.
yeah. So
Well,
I'll-
technically, it's doing good actually by record.
yeah. Well, I'll get into what happened in a second, but I started out the season being like Devin said. This season, my 7th grade season, just like Devin's, is my breakout season. I have to put the team on my shoulders, put it on my back, and the first game we play RSA, which was last year one of the best teams for co-ed at least, and
Yeah, second best. They
played
got
them
second.
in
Still whooped them by like
Yeah.
30.
played them in the
Still beat them
championship,
50-10.
and we played them.
Actually-
They were
The first game.
wait, dang, it was that bad.
It was 50-10 the first game we played him.
Dang. Yeah, but anyway, we played them this year, and it was a rough game. I had 22 points out of our 26 points, and we won by 1 point. And it was because I made 2 clutch free throws at the end of the game. But it was also my bad. I did let them score a point because I made a mistake. I thought it was tied. I thought it was 25-25. Or I thought it was 24-24. And then I drove down all the way, gave them another chance, so then they scored. So then I tied the game. So then I made the free throws to win it. So it was really, really fun experience, but also my bad for that, not being aware of what the score was. And then the second game is when this happened. Playing Rocky Point, the game was pretty rough again. There were some mistakes, but we ended up winning by 1 point again. I had 31 out of our 35 points. But as I was driving down the court, I took it all the way. I drove in. I got fouled, and then I landed on the ground. So I landed on my hand weird, but as I was getting up, my hand got stepped on, and I didn't think of it at the time, the adrenaline, but I broke my scaphoid. And as I get up, I didn't really feel anything because of the adrenaline, and then play through the game. We ended up winning by 1 point, and then 2 days after that, I think I told my mom something was wrong with my hand, and we went and got X-rays. I broke my scaphoid, but other than that, our season's been going pretty well. Without me, we won, I think two games.
Yeah.
Aren't
The
you guys
next game
set?
We won also by one. Our first 3 games. We all
Oh
won.
yeah,
Won
our
by
first
1
three
point.
games we won by 1 point, and then
Aren't you guys still set to make the playoffs though?
yeah, we're
The
still
Final
set to
Four.
make the Final Four. Yeah, so and I'll be making a return, getting my cast off, and I'll be back better than
Yeah,
ever.
that's good that you're getting the cast off so fast.
Yeah.
And the other teams don't know that. They
Yeah,
don't
the
know
other
that.
teams don't know that. I've been telling the coaches, nah, I don't think I'm gonna return. Not like try to lie to them, but just to
You dirty
Oh,
dog,
yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
But other than that, the season's been going pretty well. It's been one heck of a season. I am averaging like 27 points just out of the 2 games, and then I want to come back for the Final Four and hopefully drop 100 like out of the 2 games.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
It's an awesome.
that's a goal. I may not achieve it, but that's a goal. But other than that, season's going pretty well. We're still one of the top teams, but
Hey, speaking of high scoring games over like a couple like tournaments, my AAU tournament last year at the coast, I had like 80 something points over 3 games.
yeah, no, I was talking to Sivas about that because the first 2 games I had 53 points combined, and I said, Sivas, and this before I knew my wrist broke. I'm like, Sivas, let me play all game. I need to drop 80 in 3 games like Devin did. And then the next day, I figured out my scaphoid was broken, and it just like, oh my gosh, it made me so mad because I was gonna try as hard as I can to get the 30. I think I needed 27 that game to get 80
27
and
to get 80.
yeah. So it sucks because
Yeah.
I was hoping on scoring 80 again because I remember talking about CVS the day before I realized it was broken.
Yeah, that tournament was crazy for me. Like I just could not miss. I had like near 23s
Wow.
over the combined 3 games.
Yeah, no, it was.
I, like anything I put up in.
I was Devin's cheerleader on the sideline. I was watching. It was
Every
it was
single
insane.
time I made a 3, I see Jacob stand up and go, boo.
Yeah, it was insane. It'd be hard.
And
to,
we still lost every game that tournament.
it'd be hard to say if Devin even got close to misses than makes. He made like every shot almost. It was insane.
Yeah, no, I was just on fire like that whole tournament. And I was sick. I had like the flu or
game?
something. Yeah, it was bad. I was like doped up on Dayquil.
Was this a Jordan
The
flu game?
Dayquil demon.
A Jordan flu game, but instead of winning the championship game,
We
you went
lose
0-3
every
that
single
tournament.
Yeah. But then, I mean, this year for our basketball team, we had like a pretty rough start. I mean,
tournaments.
we
tournaments and stuff.
tournament wise. Then like during regular season, we kind of got our footing. We beat one of the best teams in the league. We had a close game with one of the best team in the league that went undefeated. The second time we played them, not so much. But
Chico.
we were a solid team. I don't think there was way too much chemistry though, so we
Oh.
did lack in some spaces.
Mhm.
We had pretty solid coaching. Shout out to our coach Katana.
Pretty
Welcome
awesome
on the
name.
pod anytime.
It's an
Sick
awesome
name. But solid coaching. Shout out to Coach Jordan as well. But I don't know. We just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, we just couldn't like get that click that we
We
needed.
couldn't click like we should have. But hopefully next year we'll have the same solid team.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be able to get it done next year for sure because we'll
Yeah.
have at least a year under our belts playing with each other, so we'll have
Yeah.
some chemistry there.
Especially the thing with like the chemistry is I remember my grandpa talking to me after we played Enterprise, and he was like, "Yeah, no, well those Enterprise kids they've been playing with each other in AAU
Since
leagues, and
AAU leagues, 6th, 7th, 8th grade leagues, 4, 5 leagues.
Yeah,
For their whole lives.
Like,
they've been
I
playing with
don't-
each other.
I'm guessing AAU like through AAU some of those kids chose to go to Enterprise like through
Yeah.
AAU.
Oh, 100%
Yeah.
they did.
Like they
There's, like,
probably had different
connections.
schools in mind, but then they went to AAU and started playing with other Enterprise kids,
Mm-hmm.
and they just wanted to go to Enterprise.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we ended up beating Enterprise the second time.
The second time we
League,
played
that-
him with
that
a
was-
nail biter.
That was awesome. That was
All
so
of
crazy.
our games that we played were so close. I don't, except for Orville, there wasn't one close win that we had.
Yeah, and
It
like
was-
even with our losses,
Even all the losses were pretty close, except for a
Two.
couple, 3.
yeah, 2 or 3.
Both times 2 of the times we played PV. One of the times we won, 2 we lost, and both of those lost by like 20.
Yeah.
One of them I was out for, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. Right.
I was sick.
Yeah. But yeah. So
So I mean, it was a solid season.
Yeah.
Not bad,
I
but
d-
not crazy.
everyone definitely learned something. I mean, for me, our head coach was a big, and so she always told me to like box out and get ready to jump up and grab the ball.
Yeah.
Every single time. And before I wouldn't do that because I was bigger than everyone else in back in middle school. But now like I'm like normal height.
Average J, not big J.
Yeah, average J, no more big J. And so yeah, so I really started to box out like every single shot that was up. And so yeah, that's definitely helped me, and hopefully next basketball season, if I play, which I probably will, goes better. So.
Yeah. I think our
and-
next season will be better.
Yeah, and then also like midway through league, I got super good at shooting. Like I was the best 3-point shooter on the team.
Yeah, I was just chucking up everything and going in.
Not even that. Like I would actually like, well, because the
I
reason
know,
I would,
like tactful though. Like
the reason I would chuck it up is because I would get in open
you'd
space.
be wide open.
And there'd be no one around me. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shoot it right now, and I would make it.
What would you
prime,
say?
prime Jaden 3-pointer over everybody.
what
Prime,
would-
prime Jaden 3-pointer over LeBron.
I banged it from the logo, like way outside the 3-point range
Did
one
you
time.
actually?
Yeah, I remember Thomas.
Which
He
game
was,
was it?
it was the Eureka game. Remember when I hit 2 threes in
Oh
1 minute?
yeah, he did.
Yeah, I almost hit 3, but it rimmed out. But yeah, so basically, my friend Thomas, we were losing. Eureka was beating us, and there was like 1 minute left in the game. I hadn't hit a 3, and I had like a 3-point streak going on, and so I was about to lose it, but it was last minute of the game. And so basically, what I would do is I would just cherry pick.
Oh, okay.
And I remember one time Thomas was like, "Hey, shoot it from there," and it was it was a wolf logo, and I shot it, banged it, and then so then they get the ball. We're back on defense. They shoot a 3, miss it. Devin, he like dribbles the ball and like he gets tripped by someone,
Oh yeah.
and then Aiden Serrano picks it up, and he once again I'm cherry picking. I'm in the corner, but I was in front of the 3-point line. Bounce, step back, 3, drained it.
Dang.
So yeah, 2 3-pointers in a row in 1 minute. That was pretty awesome. Have it on video. But yeah, I got pretty good at shooting from all different places.
Yeah.
Not even just 3-point, just also mid range. Just super good at like corner shots and like
there was
wing
so
shots.
much improvement throughout that season.
Yeah, and so hopefully I could take it into next season and do better.
Yeah.
What do you think was your best game?
My best game. Let me think. It might have been back in our. I think it was our first tournament, the one that we had at UPrep.
Mm-hmm.
When we played West Valley, that tournament, I think I had like 12 points or something like that. But I was doing super good just overall. I hit a 3, I hit a couple putback shots, but I didn't score any points. It took me a couple games to score points.
Oh yeah, you went like 0
Yeah.
0 points for the first 2 games or something.
Yeah,
Dang.
You guys ready?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
we
we
got some
are.
pizza
delivery,
from Pizza Factory,
Pizza Factory, Shasta Lake.
Shasta Lake Pizza Factory. Shout out to them.
You guys go ahead and talk about what you're gonna start doing now.
Yeah.
what?
Start
So-
doing reviews.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So basically, we're gonna have this like new segment, we can call it,
Yeah.
segment on our podcast, and we're gonna start rating.
Speak into the mic. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
We're gonna start rating locally owned food
Companies,
businesses from around Reading, Shasta Lake,
Anderson.
Anderson.
Jaden the smallest piece.
You serious?
Sounds good.
Oh my
Holy
God!
Hey, you're good.
Hey, you don't need a big
you
J.
good?
Get me all that, please.
Continue speaking, Jaden.
Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna have this ranking system. Shoot, we're gonna have a smell test, and
the
then,
aroma.
huh?
The aroma.
Huh?
The aroma.
Yeah, the aroma. Hey, you guys are getting two. I want two.
Of course you do.
Of
And then
course
we're
you
gonna
do,
have
Jaden.
The bite
Thank you.
test.
We're gonna
What?
have the taste test,
Yeah,
not the
Jaden.
bite
I
test.
can't get that.
Yeah.
I was-
Okay.
No,
And-
Devin, the cheese. The cheese.
Ooh.
Yo, scratch this.
Ooh.
No more feud reviews.
And it's gonna be out of a scale of 1 through 10, and compiled up to 100. But instead of stars, like everybody else is doing,
Because we're different.
since we're AMFW, all my friends are warriors. We're gonna be doing swords.
So basically, say we all rate this pizza. Say I'll rate it like a 7.1. Devin does 7.3, and Jacob does like 7.5.
So yeah, just to clarify real quick. So if I say 7.5 out of 10, that translates to 75 out of 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we add them all up, take the total, the average of those,
And then
and
so
we get the final score.
yeah, so say it averages out to 60 to 69 or 6 to 6.9. It is pretty good. Say it equals out to 70 to 74. We recommend it. Say it equals out to 75 to 85. It's to kill for. And then say 86 to 94 is to die for. And then 95 to 100 is Dea's Vault or God Wills It, which is
sending it to war.
yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
You're going all out for it, like
So-
everything.
To
So-
hop into it, should we start with the smell test?
Yes.
Just close.
You
All
got
right.
it open.
This pizza, just to let you guys know, it's like
Oh, barbecue chicken.
yeah, it's like an exotic pizza. It's actually super good. We actually
And-
order from this place a lot of time.
What's crazy is you wouldn't think there's chicken. Obviously, you could see it right here, but most of the time you wouldn't think there's
Oh,
chicken, but it's under the cheese.
They
Yeah.
put everything under the
Yeah,
cheese.
these guys are really good at putting everything under the cheese.
All right.
All right,
That's
ready?
solid smell.
Gotta get that ranch.
Yeah, let's do
One bite. Everybody knows the rules. I love it. I love this pizza.
Exotic done right.
Mhm.
Wait, can we fold it? Fold it and get a ranch dip.
I wonder what population of the
I got
world.
ranch on my leg.
I wonder what population. I wonder what population of the world, would want would want ranch on their pizza. Never mind.
That's what you get for asking dumb questions, James. Exotic pizza done right.
Exactly.
We have another pizza. It's like a pesto garlic pizza.
Pesto garlic chicken.
So
Yeah.
this one is, what's this one called? Barbecue.
Barbecue grilled chicken, right?
Yeah.
It's just barbecue chicken from there.
All right. Well, I have my ready.
I think I need one more bite. with
Yeah.
the
I'm gonna
crust.
get the crust.
I'm ready for the rating. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right, you guys go ahead.
Okay.
I'm start off, Jacob.
I really enjoy it. From the smell, it was all right. I think the barbecue overpowered the smell, which I was fine with. I like the smell of barbecue, and then overall, it has a great blend of flavors. The cheese doesn't overpower it. The chicken doesn't. The barbecue doesn't. I think it's really well rounded. Oh, it's hard not to give it like a, because this is the first pizza we're rating. I don't want to give it like a Dea's Vault already, but I might have to. So I think I'm gonna say, yeah, I think I'm gonna say Dea's Vault. So I'm gonna give it like a 95, because 95 to 100
So
is Dea's Vault.
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5 out of
95.
100.
If I had to
It's so
say,
good, bro.
the smell. I mean, this is a go-to pizza on the pod days.
Yeah.
Solid, great pizza from Pizza Factory. One of the best that they make. For first pizza, the taste amazing. The flavors just blend together so nicely. Nothing really overpowers, nothing overpowers the pizza and makes it taste like one thing. It tastes like barbecue chicken plus pizza. So for that, I'm gonna give it a. I'll do 9.3. Just because the first pizza got to start, not too crazy, but not crazy, you know.
Well, for me, the cheese falling off. Well, I'll just say the pizza's great. I love the taste.
You can't blame the
Yeah, you can't blame that. I mean, I understand if it.
Hey, it's like a player getting injured, man. It's not their fault. It just happens. It's dumb luck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go like 9.1. So Zane, we had what 9.8,
9.3.
9.3. What'd you say, Devin?
9.3 is the final.
Huh?
9.3.
Oh, you already.
93 is the what?
Average.
The average.
So that scale it up, that's 90.
93 scaled up. That's to die for.
93 swords. Out of 100.
93 swords is going on the chart.
93 swords out of 100. Shasta Lake Pizza Factory. We recommend it 100%. Go try it. It's to die for. And just the ranch alone.
We still have one
Can we
more.
get a
We still have one more to go.
Devin was drinking the ranch before the pod.
Can we,
I'm not
get
joking.
it? Can we get a 10 out of 10 on the ranch? The one ranch I can drink.
Well, we still have to rate the pesto.
I'm gonna-
You also probably review the liquids.
Oh yeah, the liquid death, the root beer wrath. Not actually root beer, but
It's
it
water.
tastes exactly like root beer.
Yeah, what would you review that?
So
One sip, everybody knows the rules.
yeah, smell it.
Smells like root beer.
Yeah, it does.
Tastes basically like root beer.
Exactly like it. Just in a little bit less sparkly, but like you can't even tell.
Can't even tell.
I would say if we're putting the actual like real root beer, I'm saying if the root beer is a 10, I'm gonna put this at
7.5.
Do the same food system.
wait what?
Yeah, you're doing the same system.
7.5
Yeah,
on like the closeness scale.
I would go. Yeah,
Because
for
it's-
how close it is, I would give it I would give it an 8.
Because it's not an actual root beer, and it tastes almost exactly like it,
And healthier.
and it's so much healthier. It's literally sparkling water. So I'm gonna go 8.3.
83 swords out of 100. What we got for the average? Okay, so 7.9.
So about 79. Yeah,
So
that's
that-
what to kill for.
Yeah.
So,
I'd kill you for it, Devin.
oh really?
So
All
79
over.
swords for liquid death.
79 swords for liquid death root beer. Shout out to them. Sponsor us, please.
Please, please.
Mm.
Your stuff is so good.
Oh, perfect timing to bring these guys up because we're having food. So, there's this podcast, 190,000 followers right now.
I thought I had more.
Well, last time I checked, yeah, but they're getting followers left and right. Super awesome kid podcast. It's mainly about like reviewing food items, but they're doing much more than that. They just met up with Dave Portnoy. Big shout out to the MD Foodie Boys, and we've really been paying attention to your content. We really have huge respect for you, and you know, a main reason why we're actually doing this.
Mike.
A main reason why we're actually doing these food reviews is like from you guys because we thought it was super cool, and
I mean,
you
it's
know,
a smart way.
food is also good. Food is virtuous, by the way. So as long as you don't have too much of it and you stay healthy.
Yeah, gluttony is bad, guys, but food is amazing.
Yeah, and so basically, yeah. So the MD Foodie Boys kid podcast, a bunch of 8th graders, Maryland. Right.
Foodie boys, yeah.
So yeah, we've been watching their clips that they've been posting, and we were actually like wondering. We were talking about having a basketball tournament here in Redding, California. It could be
Well,
something super big, and we could have Dave Portnoy, in it, huh?
Yeah, before we get into that, I saw it recently. You guys at OTE McLovin. Saw you training. Looked pretty decent. Looked like a real hooper. So, you're an 8th grader. I'm a 7th grader. both kid podcasters, both hoopers. We could both play basketball. So if you're down to run it, let's 1v1. Once I get my cast off, let's run it. I think it would be a good match. I'm pretty confident. Hope you are too. But hey, if you see this, let's run it. 1v1.
Yeah, don't duck the fade, McLovin.
Yeah, come on, McLevin.
And while we're on the topic, like Jaden was saying, there's like Reading 3-on-3 basketball tournament. What if we did another basketball tournament where we bring out Kid Podcast versus Kid Podcast, MD Foodie Boys versus the AMFW Podcast. Your guys is 4 versus us 3, and we're gonna get Jaden's little brother,
AKA Chub Mullet. Because you guys have Chub Perm, we got Chub Mullet.
And we didn't
who
come
was
up,
a 5th grader, by the way.
5th grader, so it'll weigh it out. So 2
Weigh it out.
freshmen, 7th grader, and a 5th grader, that will weigh it out.
Versus
To be
4
fair.
8th graders.
And-
That's fair matchup.
and
Yeah.
we didn't give Jackson, Jane's little brother, the Chub Mullet nickname. It was a comment on our Instagram saying, "Why does Chub Mullet talk so much? He needs to give the mic up." So we didn't give him the nickname. Maybe a coincidence, or maybe is it a reason?
The universe wants this match to happen.
And
Yeah.
obviously, MD Foodie Boys, you are the A++ to this negotiation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You guys are like the main eye. You
Yeah.
you guys are the Conor McGregor to the fight card.
Yeah.
But it would still be an honor to have you guys come out here
Yeah.
and play us some basketball. It would be a super fun event. And after,
We could do like all proceeds from this event go to charity.
yeah.
Or not
Not
charity, but
I mean, if we want to, but like
I mean
also,
charity, but also local food businesses.
Mhm.
And speaking of food, we could get Dave Portnoy in this
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
the MD
That's
Foodie
what
Boys just met up with Dave Portnoy.
Yeah,
So if we get him to like be the Dana White of this matchup,
that'd be
Yes.
so awesome.
he kind of like not sponsors it, but he kind of runs it.
Yeah.
And then
Balls-
also
Barstool
he
Sports.
owns Barstool Sports, so Barstool Sports could also bring some eyes to it, cover it. I'm totally down with that. So yeah, we'd make our own jerseys, the AMFW podcast jerseys, the black and white, or however we decide to do it, maybe green, whatever. However you guys want to do your jerseys, whether it be with whatever
They
you
have,
guys
like,
want
a
to do.
crab on their logo. For
Yeah.
MD Foodie Boys.
So yeah, if
put,
you
like,
guys
that
wanna-
big logo right there.
But if you guys do want to do this, get in contact with us because we don't want to have both black jerseys and both. We want the main color to be different so we can actually tell the difference between
Yeah.
each team member.
See, Jaden, I think if we were gonna do this, they'd have to get in contact with us. So by proxy, we'll kind of figure out the jersey.
Yeah, you're right.
situation. Just saying that. it's good.
Anyways,
Swing
can
and a
we
miss.
can we try that pesto pizza?
Yeah,
Please?
yeah, just a
Would-
second.
Okay.
And we'll get the pizza towards you.
All right,
And
sounds
then
good.
Let's talk about how,
Can you grab me a slice too?
you guys have now become the Apollo Creed.
Mm.
We're the Rocky of the podcast. You're the Apollo Creed of the podcast. And remember, Apollo Creed gave
Rocky a chance. Yeah.
So,
We're kind of like the Rocky to the podcasting world. You're kind of like the Apollo Creed to the podcasting world, at least kid terms. And you know how Apollo Creed gave Rocky a chance?
Yeah.
Give us a chance. We're Rocky. Let's just run it. 4v4.
we could be the main card.
The main card.
Yeah.
We could do a big ol' event.
Yeah.
We could do multiple matchups throughout the day, and we're the main fight card. We're the main event. 4v4. Kid podcast versus kid podcast.
Dave Portnoy put it all together.
Dave Portnoy puts it all together.
You know when like UFC
All
fight.
proceeds go to local food businesses in Maryland and Redding, California.
You know, like UFC fight nights, it'll have like all the, the faces of the
Yeah.
fighters, and then like the main fighter, like the Conor McGregor, is that. Imagine we put my brother Chub Mullet, and then us
Chub Perm.
three, smaller ones, and then Chub Perm on the other side, and then the other three, and they face off. That'd be so funny.
Yeah. So come down to Cali.
Redding, Cali.
Yep,
Redding,
Redding, Cali.
Northern
Northern California. Yep. We'll
And
be
run.
down to run it. We'll make the plans.
Anything else?
Speaking about basketball tournaments, I also have this jersey on. I played in the Reading 3-on-3 tournament last year with some of my AAU boys, and since we're also on the topic of food rating, we were sponsored by Bobalicious. They're in Anderson. We'll be coming to rate you guys soon. So stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
And if you don't think the teams are fair,
oh yeah.
we're so confident.
Uh-huh.
that
And I also saw on Insta, Chubb Perm met up with Nelson recently. Y'all know who Nelson is. I think they called him like Slim Perm for this like short little bit they did. I think they were like rating food. But if you guys don't think the teams are fair, because we have 2 freshmen on our team, I believe Nelson is also a freshman. He might be a sophomore, but he's our age, so y'all can even get him on your guys' team to make it more fair. We're confident in our ability to play y'all. So
and we really respect you guys.
and we really respect y'all. So
Yeah. Out of all due respect, this comes from us respecting you. We're not trying to start anything. We just love your guys' content and congrats to you guys. Made it 100. What are they at on followers
190
again?
something.
Something like that. So
Mm.
You guys are showing that it's possible for kid podcasters.
Yeah, y'all are showing it's possible for kid podcasters to make it, and we're inspired by that. But we're gonna become the best kid podcasters. So
But we're not
Gonna
trying
have
to
to
start
de-
anything.
we're gonna have to dethrone you guys.
Yes, we are.
Friendly competition. No. We can also get. Y'all saw that Cheddar commented on one of our videos. I was talking about the Cheddar basketball tournaments. Cheddar was talking about maybe bringing a basketball tournament to Redding, California.
That'd be so awesome.
So a 3-on-3 tournament, or just I don't know. But they were talking about in our comments about a Reading basketball tournament. So I mean, maybe Cheddar could even sponsor us for this.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's the thing. Maybe tell the MD Foodie Boys they can go collect a bunch of sponsors from their
Mhm.
local owned, and we can collect our.
Yeah,
Sponsors.
we can get a bunch of local sponsors. MD Foodie Boys can get a bunch of sponsors, local sponsors, and then we already said this earlier, but all proceeds are gonna go to local food businesses, locally owned food businesses in Reading and Maryland. So
It's a win-win.
it's a win-win for everybody. So
Oh yeah.
Let us show you our small little town.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let us show you our small little town. I mean, small compared to Maryland, so.
Yeah.
If
And then
y'all
not
are
only the
down-
basketball tournament, we can also probably have them on the pod.
Oh, 100%. We could do like a collab.
Oh yeah.
Do like vlogs with them and stuff.
Anyway,
So from one kid podcast to another kid podcast, hear us out, give us a chance. Play us 4v4. It's a win-win for everybody in this situation.
Apollo to Rocky.
Apollo to Rocky.
follow the Rocky. Oh yeah.
Yeah, awesome. All right, pesto now.
Now the pesto
yeah, now
is
the
coming
pesto.
our
Do we
way.
have room? I need the rest of that barbecue. Bro.
Oh yeah, we left like the scraps for Seabass and Zane.
Okay, so pesto.
Out with the barbecue.
Yeah, it's not closing fully.
Oh, I call that piece right there.
this one. You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a full, so I'll just take a.
Split that in half.
I'll take that piece right here.
Thank
Okay,
you,
Jake,
big
you
guy.
can grab me that outside piece right there.
Oh no, can I? I'm
Yes, you can.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Jaden Stevens calls the second piece.
No, we'll give that one back to CS.
Oh
Yeah, I'm just gonna Seabass and Zane's.
All right. Smell test. So it's kind of
Okay,
cold.
yeah,
It's a
that's
little
perfect
cold because they've
example.
been sitting for a minute, but
Yeah, but like all
Still
the stuff.
smells really good.
still
All the-
smells great.
Yeah,
Alright.
everything that's in here, whatever it is, it's
All
all
under
under
the
the cheese.
cheese.
So,
Pesto and chicken both
Alright,
under the
we
cheese.
ready?
oh, this one smells really good.
Dig in. Need some of that ranch.
Yeah.
There's like none.
I don't care. I'll need some.
Yeah, Jaden, come on.
It's on
At
my-
least one bite with the ranch.
It's on my plate though.
At least one bite with the ranch.
Yeah,
bro.
because like you take all the ranch.
Devin, this is why you don't drink.
You
your
drink an
ranch.
entire cup of
Shut
ranch.
up. It was not an entire. It was like a quarter of a cup.
Could you dip mine in there?
No.
Or just have Jaden hand me that?
Broski. All right. So with the ranch,
The ranch doesn't make a huge difference. I think it's a good pizza, regardless, without the ranch. So it's obviously a little cold since it's been sitting down for a minute. Let me get by
But-
the crust.
The
But
thing
we
with
know.
exotic pizzas is you got to give them a little grace because they're not your typical, good tasting. Everybody already knows it's good. Pepperoni pizza. Yeah, Italian style pepperoni pizza.
They're ones you got to take chances on. The crust is amazing. I love
Yeah.
Pizza Factory crust.
Yeah, no, the crust is definitely the best part of this one.
More.
All right, I got mine ready.
All right, let's start off with
You
you.
know
then.
mine.
Me?
Want to kick stop?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give this one a 7.7.
7.7.
Ooh, okay. Wait, what'd you get the last one? 8 point something, right?
No, last one he gave
Oh, it was a 9, right? It was
What?
like-
9.1. Yeah. I like the chicken barbecue more, but the chicken pesto is still a great one. I'll give it a 7.1. 7.1. Solid score.
This one's not my favorite, but definitely not bad. The crust, I feel like, kind of carries the actual pizza because the crust is definitely the best part of this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, overall, I'm gonna go 7.3 or 73 out of 100 swords.
So this brings a final score to. What is that?
Zane,
What is
ain't
that
no one
average
watching
out
you.
to? 73.6.
The reason why
we're
I
gonna end
rated-
up to 7.4. And it's gonna fall right into the we recommend category. 74 out of 100 swords.
I think the reason why I rated it a 7.9 instead of higher is because, in my personal opinion, I think the pesto outweighs or it overloads the other, like the chicken and the.
Yeah.
It's like a little overgo,
So if
but
you
it's not
really-
bad. It's not
if
bad.
you really like pesto, then you'll love it.
If you really
Yeah.
like pesto, this is the way to go. I'm not a
I'm
super,
not a crazy pesto fan.
but I'm also not like
I don't hate it. But
yeah. So, great pizza. If you're really hungry, you just want a pizza, good decent pizza. That's not.
I'd eat this if I wasn't like extremely hungry, but like not like my preference choice.
Yeah,
if
like
I-
if I went to the thing, like I wouldn't go and ask for pesto
Uh.
pizza, but it's not a bad pizza. Like if they were like,
not at all.
Yeah,
if,
I'm
if
like,
I was at a birthday party, we were like, oh yeah, we have pesto pizza. I'd be like, oh, sweet.
but I'm gonna be like, give me the chicken barbecue. Death beam. The Martian's got a death beam laser pointed at Earth. And I'm saying, give me chicken barbecue pizza. It's the way to go. No, but yeah, no. Solid pizza. The chicken pesto was a good pizza, but again, the pesto just kind of overloaded it. So if you're a big pesto fan, it's perfect for you.
I mean, you have to give it a chance.
Got to give it everything a chance at least once.
So yeah, to conclude our ratings, we really enjoyed the Pizza Factory. We love the exotic foods from it. We got to give everything a chance. Speaking of a chance, MD Foodie Boys, give us a chance.
Yeah,
Run the
for real.
4v4, run the 1v1.
Shout out to MD Foodie Boys and Pizza Factory.
Shout out to
And
Reading.
Dave Portnoy. Shout out to Reading. Shout out to
Ready, California.
Shout out to Reading, California. Shout out to Cheddar.
Shout out to the 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Shout out to 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Let's make all this happen.
Oh yeah.
Could be a crazy event, and all proceeds going right to locally owned businesses in Reading, California, or Maryland.
That
Yeah,
is
well-
a good podcast.
No, I still have a few more things.
Okay,
Do you
of
guys, are you
course.
guys done?
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
done.
Oh, yeah, well,
what do you have to add?
There's something I wanted to talk about. Diving into the NBA world. It wasn't too
yeah.
recently, but have you guys heard of do you guys know much about the Luka I forget who he was traded for, but the Luka trade?
Luka and AD.
Yeah, AD.
Lakers traded for him.
Yeah, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that, and then I'll also share mine on that trade.
Well, I think it was kind of stupid. In fact, I don't even think I saw something where Mark Cuban, you know, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, didn't even really know about the trade that was going on. So when he found out, because Luka's such like a staple player for them, and he's like a franchise player, Mark Cuban was like, "What the just happened?" But who they traded for Luka was crazy. I can't believe that the
80.
Mavericks accepted this trade.
I mean,
They
80
traded 80 and a couple first round
Round
draft
picks,
picks over the years.
I mean, for me,
I don't think it's a smart trade at all.
not at
Maybe
all.
even one of like
Luka is
the worst in basketball history.
for me, I mean,
might be.
I don't know about worse in history, to be honest.
No, 1 second.
I have even worse trade.
Do you?
That Brittany Griner trade.
Oh, yeah.
God. That was the
A
I don't
couple
know.
years back, yeah. Was
Hey,
it?
what's the stats on that?
No. What was she? What was she traded?
The
Who was she
mer-
traded for?
The
though?
Merchant of Death.
The Merchant of
The
Death.
Merchant-
Victor Bout.
Victor Bout.
Oh my gosh.
Russia-
The
he was,
Russian
like-
arms dealer.
The Russians are responsible for like.
Oh my, supplying so many terrorist attacks.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh my
His
gosh.
stats would go crazy.
Oh my gosh.
But if we're talking like the actual trade, I would say that the Lakers are stacked because they're gonna know who to go to after LeBron retires.
Yeah, they have a new franchise player.
They have a new LeBron, pretty much.
Yeah.
basically, and Luka's such a young player
Yeah.
that he's gonna be good for the next 10, for the next decade
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, but that Brittany Griner trade.
That was a
God.
little rough.
Oh my gosh.
Swing and a miss. trade.
Yeah. Why would we give him a Russian dealer who's responsible?
What made
for
it worse is that we had a
Oh.
secret agent,
Yeah, we had an agent
American spy that
Yeah.
was also
locked in there for
Locked
like
away.
10 years. Or like, not, I don't know, maybe not be 10 years, but
it was he's
pretty
been
sure.
locked away for a while.
yeah.
But we decided to trade Brittany Griner for the Russian arms, the black
The Merchant of Death.
black merchant death, or the merchant death,
Yeah.
for Brittany Griner, who's a WNBA player, rather than trading him for our own American spy
Yeah.
that's
And
been
they
in there
didn't
for a
just take
while.
Griner, they took
Oh, they also traded it for like millions or
Oh
billions
yeah,
of
no,
dollars.
it was.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
gosh,
on top-
insane
on top
amounts of
Brittany
money.
Griner. Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of Brittany Griner, it was a bunch of money.
So
So do you think that was a little worse? Than
Yeah, that might be the worst basketball trade in the history of.
Oh,
Even worse than the Luka trade.
yeah. I
Even
think
worse than
so.
the Luka
I think it
trade.
tops the Luka trade. Yeah, but it's it's so retarded because Brittany wasn't she caught with weed in Russia,
Yeah, she was caught with weed in Russia, and she knew it was against the law
Yeah.
as well. So,
and then we have
but we only did it because people were making such a big fuss about it.
yeah, and then we have a spy for us who's locked in there, and we choose Brittany.
I don't know. It is,
And like you should try to bring Americans back, but
but come on, and the spy had also been in there for years, a number of years. So
Yeah,
I don't
I think that has to top the Luka trade.
that
although
might
the-
top the Luka trade.
Although the Luka trade was not good at all in one bit, but I think that might top it.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
So
Well-
you got anything else to say? Is
Um,
that kind of it?
I think we're good.
Covered everything we wanted to cover.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Bullshit.
one last thing we talk about is basketball goals going forward this year and just in the next few years, some basketball goals.
Going forward for me, I'm in AAU season now. So school season ended recently. Moving on to AAU season. Our teams, we don't have any like bigs, so it's gonna be like a struggle. But so we're gonna be running like a lot of 5 out, just offense,
Yeah, I would.
and kind of swinging the ball on perimeter.
uh
So I think this is gonna be like a more of a learning year, honestly. But I still think it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
And my goal is to at least win one tournament. At
Mhm.
least we're going to SAC a couple times. We go
Okay.
to Chico
That's
once,
awesome.
and we're going to Tahoe as like
Dang.
our
Oh,
big
dang,
end of the
okay.
year tournament at Memorial Day. So hopefully we can make a big showing out there,
Awesome.
Dang.
prove ourselves, even though we don't have any bigs.
Yeah, I mean, I would be playing AU right now. I was on the team, but then I didn't agree with it, but because of my cast, which is only temporary, they took me out of AU for the season, which I don't understand.
Sucks.
Yeah.
For me, Like I like basketball, but yeah, like I was saying with the AAU thing, I'm not that interested in basketball to spend like $600 or however much. I'd rather
Yeah.
spend that stuff on other stuff.
Something,
Or if it had to be spend that money on sports, I'd rather spend it on football.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you're
So-
pretty dedicated to football. I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't it today, like this morning, you were doing football training with
Yeah,
Evan?
and
me
then
too,
later,
Yeah.
later to this evening, I'm going to work out again.
Oh, nice. Where are you
so-
going?
I'm just gonna go to the football field out CV High School.
Okay.
Just work out there and also do weights and stuff.
Hey, so
Okay.
you're a traitor to Shasta. I see.
No. No, but yeah, I'm super dedicated to football. I'd rather spend that money on football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But it'd be also cool to start a 7-on-7 team, but let's not get too much into football and a basketball
Yeah, that'd be
episode.
sick. Or 4-on-4 team where we crush the Foodie Boys and then travel throughout Reading
And
and
travel the world,
Oh, yeah.
crushing other 4-on-4 basketball
with
teams.
Chubb
Pod-
Mullet.
Pod tournaments and all that stuff, I'm down. I'm down for it. I'm with you guys every single time.
Yeah, with Chubb
100%.
Mullet.
I'm interested to see what the betting odds would be on the basketball card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what those betting cards would be. Like the betting cards on the basketball.
Dave Portnoy.
Yeah,
'Cause
well, how
Dave,
much-
Dave Portnoy is like a big better. So
Yeah.
I wonder who he has winning. Us versus MD Foodie Boys. Wonder what the odds would be.
I mean, like, do any of the NB Foodie Boys play basketball?
Yeah, McLovin.
Yeah,
does.
McLovin.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jacob literally called
Okay,
him out.
so
But no, what something you talk about real quick. Let me set a clip up out of this. Would be something about like, and I know Dave's a big bettor because we can mix this in. Dave's a big time sports bettor, so I wonder what the betting lineup would be, the odds would be
Mhm.
on that card, and then be like, are you allowed to bet on kids? And be like, I don't know, but there could be other adults playing in this card too. We're just
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and out of this tournament, not even like tournament, but this big event, Dave's a big sports bettor, so I wonder what the betting odds, I wonder what he would bet on this.
yeah, how
I
much
wonder what
money?
the odds would be, the stat line for us versus the MD Foodie Boys.
And of course, all the money would go to the locally owned businesses and
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
charities and stuff like that.
Do y'all
And-
even think it's like legal to like bet on kids basketball?
I don't
Probably not.
Hey, but we'll have some
Unless-
adults. We'll have some adults. So.
Well, no. Well,
like, playing
actually,
before
I
us.
bet it would be legal for it to be like, donate to this basketball tournament for charity or.
Well, that's
locally
not
owned
betting though.
Yeah.
That's true, but like under the table, like
Under the table betting on kids basketball
while we're
games.
talking about it live on a podcast.
Hey Dave, if you're down to under the table bet
Yeah.
on a kids basketball tournament, this tournament's for y'all.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's legal. At
Zane.
the same time, I'd
Can you pull that
imagine
up, please? If it's
Like-
legal to bet on
Kids sports.
kids sports.
I'd imagine it is, but at the same time, I wouldn't think so.
If it's not, then maybe we have to go to Maryland.
Yeah, no, and if it's not in California, maybe we just go to Maryland. So
Bro. Yeah, but
if Zane can even find anything on it, if it's ever been like a topic, ever like announced is this legal or not?
Yeah.
I think it would be.
I'd probably think so.
But we
It's-
can have other adults playing.
Yeah, we'll have-
in the undercard.
Yeah,
yeah.
and the undercards below us that are playing before us, we'll have adults in those. So
Mhm.
hey, it'll be legal then. So
Yeah, I think
Zane doesn't
overall,
know.
I think as a team, because of the chemistry we have, we'd be able to be really good. And
I think Shep Mullet
One-
would carry us though.
yeah, 1-1, I feel like we're all better, except Chubb Mullet's probably better than all of them. Like, we're not even
Yeah,
close
that's-
to
Yeah,
him, though.
especially with this jump shot.
That's,
Oh,
what,
yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
He'd probably carry us, honestly. Like our real down low player.
Yeah, no, sorry, but he's. Oof. Sorry, Chubb Perm, you got your cut worked out for you. Chubb Mullet,
Chubb Mullet versus Chubb Perm. The fight of the century.
we got to see the 1v1.
Yeah.
Who do you guys got? Who do you guys got?
Oh, Chubb Mullet all the way.
Yeah.
What is
not, not even fair.
It
This
says
is
no,
now.
Oh, so we're good.
but there's wait, what did you say?
Says it's illegal in California.
Oh, illegal.
Oh.
I thought. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess we're going to Maryland.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, but there will be adults on the card.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean there'll be adults on the card, so there'll probably be some sort of leeway. There'll be some sort of betting going on for the adults.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, if Dave wants to.
yeah.
I think
Yes.
Right.
Robinhood. You can talk about this. Robinhood made there was like some sort of legal loophole where Robinhood allowed you to buy. It was like a bet with not a bet. That's how I made $1,000 off Trump. Remember?
Oh.
I bought those contracts that Trump was going to win, and they were called purchasing contracts. So it technically wasn't like betting. How they had it.
So Robinhood had
Robinhood's been working on legal ways
to bet.
to essentially bet. And Robinhood can get on this.
So yeah, Robinhood has basically been working on legal
AMFW
ways
podcast
to bet.
contract.
Loopholes around
Loopholes.
betting. Like you buy contracts.
Okay, so they've been working on like loopholes around betting to where you could just buy contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, so if Robinhood wants to get on this,
That'd be
AMFW
awesome.
podcast
Hey.
contract, MD Foodie Boys contract.
for real, no.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
This whole thing could be Netflix.
Oh, it could be like the
Kinda
Jake
that Mike. Yeah,
Paul-
Jake Paul, Mike
Mike
Tyson.
Tyson fight.
Oh.
Or, yeah, Jake Paul and
We
Mike
could get
Tyson. fight.
Netflix involved as well.
That'd be so
Hey.
cool, bro.
Hey, and this is all dependent on y'all. MD
Mhm.
Foodie Boys.
Hit us up.
Hit us
Apollo,
up.
Give Rocky a chance.
Yeah.
Apollo, give Rocky a chance. Come on. One shot at this.
You guys got chances.
What's he saying?
That boy ripped ass.
Jacob is scared to play McLovin again. Jacob's just scared to play McLovin one-on-one.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Wrap
Wrap it
yeah,
up,
time
wrap
to
it
wrap
up.
it up now. But
See what
it's
I-
all dependent on the MD Foodie Boys. They're the A+ in this
Yeah.
contract and this
Negotiation.
negotiation. So y'all just hit us up if y'all are down to do this, and let's make it happen. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go follow us on Insta, and see y'all later.